We're in session and cause number 135904. Case is style of state of Texas versus Chastity Demaria Wells. Demaria Wells is represented by Mr. Charles McIntosh, and the state is represented by Mr. Raymond Shearer. Mr. McIntosh, how are you doing?
I'm doing well, Judge. Thank you.
Now, Mr. McIntosh, previously, the court had met when you had your original.
Of justice for this case, or for this to be granted, and for her to have this off of her public record.
Okay, now, Mr. McIntosh, the court is going to take judicial notice of the criminal file, which is cause number 277016. And Mr. McIntosh, looking at your petition, you're proceeding under section 144.0725 of the government code, is that correct?
Yes, Judge.
And Miss Wells was placed on deferred probation on July 14 of 2009, is that correct?
Yes, Judge.
Okay, I'm just
so.
looking at, I'm looking at a, in the criminal file that the court took judicial notice of, I'm looking at the deferred adjudication order, and it has the date of July 14 of 2009. Mr. Shearer, is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor, I believe that is correct.
Okay, and let's see. So, Ms. Wells, because this case was a 2009 case, let's see, she got off of her, let's see. And in that case, she received 6 months deferred adjudication. And the court is also looking at a deferred adjudication order of dismissal, which was filed on January 15 of 2010. And so, because, let's see, she was discharged off for probation, and the case, the order was signed on January 15 of 2010. Okay, that was prior to September 1st of 2017. So the section that you cited is applicable. That section is, and that's in your petition, which is 411.072. Okay. And so because it was before 2017, she would have had a 2-year waiting period. That 2-year waiting period has expired. And let's see, you had to apply under that provision. Okay, now in reference to your petition, Mr. McIntosh, let's see, yeah, okay. And I get number 3, you said it would be in the best interest that Ms. Wells be granted this non-disclosure, and you cited that it was some lingering effects of this case are hampering the petitioner's ability to get a job, and her debts to society have been paid due to her successfully completing her deferred probation and not getting in any new offenses since the case. So she hasn't haven't had any convictions since she has been let off for probation.
None to my knowledge, Your Honor.
None to the state's knowledge either, Your Honor.
Okay, now the court also looked at the probable cause affidavit, which is in the file. Basically, it looks like it was a stop for marijuana. I think the officer smelled an odor of marijuana. Found in a small amount was found in her possession, and basically, those are the basic facts that she was. Let's see. Yeah, she was in a parked car. Officer approached the car, smelled marijuana, and she was charged with possession of marijuana. Is there anything else that in reference to the facts, Mr. Shearer, that you know of?
No, Your Honor. This was what was used to be known as a automatic motion for non-disclosure, that the person was on deferred and successfully completed the deferred. So the state does not see any reason to oppose this.
Okay. Now, looking at the petitions and just applying the facts to the petition, the court is going to grant this petition for non-disclosure. And I think, Mr. McIntosh, you have an order also attached to your amended motion. Is that correct?
There should be, Judge, yes.
Just want to make sure it didn't say amended order, it just said order of non-disclosure. Is that correct?
Yes, Judge.
Okay. Let's look at. Okay, the court is going to grant the petition. I'll just look over the order just to make sure that it's correct, but the court is going to grant it. If there's any corrections that need to be made, I'll just let you know, Mr. McIntosh.
Okay, Judge, thank you.
Do you have anything else? on
No,
this
Judge,
matter?
nothing from me.
Okay, anything from you, Mr. Shearer?
None from the state, Your Honor.
Okay, this will conclude this hearing. And Mr. McIntosh, you're free to go. You have a blessed day. Mr. Shearer, you're free to go as well, and you have a blessed day.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay, you're welcome. The court is back in session in its pretrial conference and plea docket and the announcement docket in County Court at Law Number 2, Jefferson County, Texas, which both was scheduled at 9 a.m. on today's date of August 30th of 2021. Prior to the court coming back in session, the court had completed calling the cases that was on the docket. Now the court will go back on the docket, see if some individuals who did not appear appeared. Our first case that we have, actually is two cases. It's cause number 932 and cause number 327288. Both cases are style of State of Texas versus Crystal Angel Julian. Crystal Angel Julian was scheduled to be in court this morning for the court's announcement docket at 9 a.m. At 9 a.m., Crystal Julian's name was called at the courthouse door by the court's bailiff. Crystal Julian did not answer. Crystal Julian has not appeared in court since the court has been in session. And the time now is 2:26 p.m. on today's date. Mr. Bailiff, would you please call the name of Crystal Julian? Crystal Julian's name was just called at the courthouse door by the court's bailiff. Crystal Julian did not answer. Crystal Julian, a reasonable time has passed to give Crystal Julian an opportunity to appear in court, and Crystal Julian has not appeared in court. State, do you have a motion?
Yes, Your Honor. The state would request a KPS and a bond forfeiture at this time.
That motion will be granted. Warrant shall be issued for the arrest of Crystal Julian. Bond shall be forfeited in cause number 326932 and cause number 327288. The court is calling the next two cases. First case is cause number 329602, cause number 330268. Both cases are style of State of Texas versus Wesley Ryan Dupuy. Mr. Wesley Ryan Dupuy was scheduled to be in court this morning at 9:00 a.m. for the court's announcement docket. Mr. Dupuy, his name was called, and Wesley Dupuy's name was called by the court's bailiff at the courthouse door at about 9 a.m. Mr. Dupuy did not answer. Mr. Dupuy has not appeared in court since the court has been in session. Let the record reflect that Mr. Dupuy's attorney, Mr. Alwyn Samuel, did appear in court this morning. And the time now is 2:29 p.m. on today's date. Mr. Bailey, could you please call the name of Wesley Dupuy? Wesley Dupuy. Wesley Dupuy name was just called again by the court's bailiff at the courthouse door. He did not answer. A reasonable time has passed to give Mr. Dupuy an opportunity to appear in court. He has not appeared in court. State, do you have a motion?
Yes, Your Honor. The state would request a KPS and a bond forfeiture at this time.
That motion will be granted. In cause number 329602 and cause number 330268, Wesley Dupuy's bond will be forfeited and a warrant shall be issued for his arrest. I'm going to also let the record reflect that during the break, during the lunch break, Alex Stelly and his attorney, Mr. Ryan Gertz, did appear in court, and that case was reset until October 4th of 2021. This will conclude the calling of both the court's pretrial conference docket and the announcement docket in County Court of Law Number 2 of Jefferson County, Texas, Judge Terrence L. Holmes presiding. Everyone, please have a blessed day.
You too. Thank you, Judge.
Thanks, Judge. You too.